In this video, we will discuss about the variable and its type. Variable is basically a character which vary from individual to individual. So this is variable. So we can say this is the varying quantity, not the fixed one. The character which vary, which can change from individual to individual is known as variable. Like the age, if we shift one individual to other individual, his or her age can be changed. Similarly, we can say height, weight, marks. So these are the examples of variables. So what is the variable? In simple words, we can say variable is the character which change or vary from individual to individual is known as variable. So here we will discuss the types of variable. The first one is the categorical. Categorical means qualitative. Qualitative means characters, not the numbers. Qualities, not related with the numbers. They are related with the qualities. Like the option yes, no, pass, fail, present, absent, yellow, blue, white, black. Uh, Similarly, you can say some more examples like in which we have discussed the qualities, not the quantities. So categorical related with the characters are the qualities. Variables have values that can only be placed into categories like yes, no. Similarly, if we have the questionnaire, like the options agree, strongly agree, disagree, that is also belong to the categorical because here we uh, have some qualities. Now, what is the numerical? Numerical type of the variable related with the quantitative nature of the data set means if we have the responses in form of quantities, we can say this is the type of numerical data set in which we have the numbers, in which we have the quantities which are meaningful or on which we can apply some treatments. So we have different statistical techniques for these two. Like for the qualitative nature of the data set, we have different tools to conduct the analysis, whereas for the numerical data set, we have different tools of statistics to conclude our results. We will discuss about these tools in our coming lecture. So in this, we will only differentiate about the types of variables. We have categorical and numerical, and data is the response of these variables are the entries of these values is known as data. The information belonging to these characters or these variables is known as data. So we can define it into two main categories. One is the categorical and other is numerical. The main examples of categorical can be marital status, political party, eye color, uh, hair color, smokers, non-smokers. If we have the questions, quality rank, professor, assistant professor, lecturers. So these are the examples of categorical variables in which we have only characters, only the qualities, only the names, not the responses, in form of numbers, not the quantities. So numerical data further divided into two types are the numerical variable or the quantitative nature of the variable have two types, discrete and continuous. So example of discrete means number of children in a family, number of trees planted in a street, number of houses in a street or in a sector, number of fans in the classroom. So these are the examples of discrete which we can count easily. So these are the numbers. Look, here in categorical, you have the responses, you have the characters, whereas in discrete, you have the numbers. Like number of children, you can count. Number of trees planted in a street, you can count. Number of classrooms in a college or university, you can count. Number of chairs in the classroom, number of fans, number of bedrooms in the house. So these are the examples of discrete. Now, what is the continuous? Continuous means age, height, weight, voltage. These are the example of continuous variable. So, how we can differentiate quantitative types of variable, discrete and continuous? We have two types of quantitative nature of the variable. One is the discrete, and other is the continuous. And we can differentiate these two. The countable quantity is known as discrete, whereas the measurable quantity is known as continuous. So the variable is quantitative, discrete quantitative if we can count that quantity, and the variable quantity is continuous if we can measure it. So the objects are the items, are the characters, are the variables which can easily countable are known as discrete type, and the object are the items are the characters which can be measured are known as continuous. So the difference between discrete and continuous is that continuous occurs or the values of continuous variable can occur in decimals, fractions, and on each and every interval without any jump, without any gap. Whereas discrete quantities occur with jumps, with gaps. So in discrete source, we have whole numbers like 1, 2, 3. So they are not come in the continuous sequence. There is jump in the values, in the information. And categorical is totally different, which is related with the quality. So here we can conclude that we have two types of variables, categorical and numerical, qualitative and quantitative. So categorical means qualitative, whereas numerical means quantity, number. So further we can define these two like discrete and continuous. Discrete, if we count the objects or items easily, we say this is discrete. And if we measure these, we can say this is continuous. So we can differentiate these terms accordingly. But main types are qualitative and quantitative, and we have different data analysis tools for these two techniques. The qualitative tools are not applicable for the quantitative nature of the data set. So we have to judge the nature of the type of the data or the type of variable first. Once we have judged it correctly, then we will decide which analysis is suitable for this type of study or for this type of research or for this nature of the variable. So after choosing the type of variable, judging the type of variable, we will pick the appropriate statistical tool to conduct analysis. So we will not blindly apply any type of mean on any type of variable. So we have to judge the type of variable correctly. After identified correctly, we will choose the different tools. So we have different tools for categorical and different for numerical. We will discuss the detail of these tools in our next lectures. So in this video, we will only we have discussion about the types of variables that are categorical and numerical. So this is all about the types of variables.